Good morning, happy Monday. We have 11 orders going out from the weekend. We actually have an order on 4 different platforms. The only platform we didn't sell something on is Depop, but we have something from eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Grailed going out the door. So an action-packed, all the different platforms. Thank you cards are made out. The only 2 things I've done so far is make out these thank you cards and marked these items as listed on Vendu so that they don't sell twice. So let's kick this thing off, but first we always start with a quote. We're gonna go no music today. I'm gonna post this one up on YouTube too. There's a lot of people who follow me and watch me on YouTube and they never see any shipping stuff. And there's also tons of people who follow me here on TikTok that have to work at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So an opportunity for those people to go check out this live too. I love sharing a quote, one that slaps me overhead in the morning, something that I needed to hear or something I needed to read. Love to share that with all of you too. Let's get this out here. I swear I had it right here. Here it is. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Good morning. Who's in the house today? Missy Carver's in the house. Flippin' Nurse has got a bunch of sales going out. 8 eBay, 1 Depop, a Marketplace, and a Kittison. All right, nice weekend, Flippin' Nurse. Love to hear that. Love to hear from all of you. What's happening? How was your weekend? How was your weekend in sales? But did you do anything fun too? Anything fun and exciting to report? Trisha, good morning. Felix, good morning. Nick from Global Vintage is in the house. Sunny and cold Yakima, 22 degrees low and 37 high in Yakima. Warming up a little bit after that cold weather last week, huh? If you're just jumping into the chat, let us know where you're joining from. That's always fun. And what's the weather in your neck of the woods today? All right, our quote today is from an account called, a Facebook account called Motivational Spark. I've shared with you some quotes from this account before, so we'll just jump right into it. So fear kills more dreams than failure ever does. Love that. The fear to get started, the fear that you might actually fail is the cause of more failure than people actually jumping in and failing at doing the thing. The ski arbitrage talk. This is not ski arbitrage talk. I don't have any skis for you, sorry. Skis are a pain to ship. Here from Pennsylvania, well, welcome to Deborah. Welcome a newbie from Pennsylvania. We like our OGs, but we also like the new folks joining for the first time. If this is your first time jumping in, what I do is I buy stuff at thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, and even retail stores in their clearance section. I buy these items for cheap and I sell them online on places like eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. So what we do is we go live every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on TikTok. And I share with you exactly what's going on in my business. We ship out all the sales. So what we got to do now is we got to grab all 11 of these orders out from the inventory. So you'll get a chance to see how I store my inventory. And we're going to go through the whole process of shipping this stuff. So it's a great place to ask questions. It's a great place to maybe learn a new brand or a thing or two that could help you with your reselling business. And if you're someone who doesn't resell yet, maybe this is your opportunity to consider picking up reselling as a side hustle. Maybe to make a couple extra bucks in 2023 just to catch up or maybe even get ahead this year. So welcome everybody. If you're not following, maybe consider a follow. This is going to go over, this live will also be posted as a recording over on YouTube. I don't have any packing content over there for the YouTube followers, so this will be some good packing and shipping content for those folks over there. And some of you are busy, you're working, you're getting the kids off to school, that sort of thing this morning, so you'll have an opportunity to watch the whole thing if you want to later on. 54 here, so won't be too warm shipping today. Glad to hear that. Good morning, Hack D. Appreciate all the gifts coming in from TikTok. That's awesome. Some hot dogs rolling in, some roses. Appreciate that a ton. Those gifts are unnecessary, but I always appreciate them. Thanks everyone for tapping the screen there too on TikTok, getting those likes going. 1.2K likes already. We got 85 people in the house. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. Flippin' Nurse went thrifting this weekend, filled the truck, get yelled at for thrifting. I can understand that. I know where you're coming from there. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Appreciate that. Follow Deborah. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. Another foot of snow out in Utah on the Valley 4. You get a foot in the valley. How about that? hopefully you get a chance to get out those sticks and get skiing with all that snow. Good morning, Poshin in Paradise. Mom to Nicholas is in the house. Mom, I hope you're feeling better. Let us know. Are you on the rebound? Is there a minimum number you try to keep in your inventory? Yeah, I'm below that minimum number. I really would like to be at 500 plus right now, and I'm kind of more like 425, 430 right now. So I got some work to do. I got to pick it up. Picked up some MLB sweaters, shirts, and jackets. Good idea since it's almost baseball season. Yeah, and that stuff's got to sell year round. But yes, especially at the front end of the major league season, like the baseball season, those things will sell really good. It's like the hype. People are excited for baseball. Or maybe they're excited for baseball. Seems like a lot of people are mad about this new pitch clock, right? The pitch timer or whatever. Be curious, Mass Mike, what do you think about the new pitch timer, or anybody? It sounds like people are kind of upset about it. People are on either side. Although I could go for a nice like 2 hour and 15-minute baseball game instead of some of those 4-hour marathons. Skiing later today for sure. Where are you headed, Wasatch? I'd love to hear about that. Let me live my life vicariously through your skiing out there. Not 100% Mom to Nicholas, but better. That's good to hear. Back to work. Cool. It's probably good for you just to kind of get up and move around and do things again and get back to your normal routine. I'm sure you're grateful for that. Vama, appreciate the follow. Thank you. All right, let's go on a field trip. Let's get some caffeine first. Head out on a field trip. Let's grab our 11 orders. I was really hoping for 12 orders for the weekend. It was just sort of an arbitrary number. I'm like, it'd be great to have 12 orders come in. I'm sitting at 11, so fingers crossed maybe we'll get an order that pops in during the live this morning. What clothing items do you source for spring and summertime? I buy all things year round, so actually right now people are not buying a lot of winter items, so you're able to find really great winter pieces for cheap money right now. So I'm picking up those things, even if they won't sell till October, that's fine. As far as spring and summer, golf polos are going to be selling off the charts here. We're a couple days from March 1st, 2 days from March 1st, so that's sort of that magical like switch flips on March 1st and people really start buying like all that summertime stuff. So start looking for athletic wear, golf polos, that stuff will really just jump off. It's already really started for me. 6 orders for Humphrey, love it. That's awesome. Suspicious Snow, love that name. Thanks for the follow, welcome aboard. Kimmy, appreciate the follow, welcome aboard. You'll get a notification for this live when I go live every weekday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Good to have you. Erilyn needs some caffeine. Get you some caffeine, girl. All right, let's get out a little bit more caffeine and let's get out to that the garage. You'll have an opportunity to, if you haven't yet, to see how I store all my inventory and stay organized. I'm always hoping that people can pick up a tip or two, maybe an idea to take back to their own business. I appreciate everybody being here and sharing some positive energy. It makes my day a lot more fun when I get to spend it with 83 of my favorite people instead of just sitting here shipping all by myself. Quick glimpse at what's happening in Asheville, North Carolina. Kind of a mild day. Feels like some humidity in the air. Definitely some cloud cover for sure. I have no idea what the forecast is for today, but caffeine is a must. That's right, TJ. You know it. Thank you for sharing the live, Kimmy. I feel like that's such a nice compliment. Thank you, Suspicious Now, for sharing the live also. Appreciate that a ton. So here we are going out to the garage. Looks a little gloomy. It does have that feel to it. It's got some humidity in the air for sure. So this is nothing fancy. This is our one-car garage. There's no car in here. This is where we have business inventory, also just normal stuff. So most of the inventory is in these bins on this wall over here. And then behind me over here on this other wall, there's a little bit of inventory here, but also shipping supplies, like my backup shipping supplies and whatnot here. And then other than that, it's just normal garage stuff or Asheville person garage stuff, skis, mountain bikes, crash pads, climbing gear, paddle boards, ski boots, all those weights that I haven't been using. I should probably start using those. It says not today. We'll see. The Wi-Fi sometimes comes in and out. We'll see what happens. I do have 3 items I already listed this morning. I got started early. I felt like today I just wanted to start the day with like an accomplishment mindset instead of a guilt mindset. So I just went and got 3 items listed, soup to nuts, and got those put up on get those put up on eBay. I actually cross-listed those onto the other 4 platforms too. So started today with a little accomplishment cycle. All right. And I'm going to have to inventory those items. Actually, let's put those away right now. So the 3 items I listed, sorry if it's lagging a little bit, just doing the best I can with what I got. So first item is this FootJoy golf polo. Speaking of great things to be picking up this time of year, here's another one. This one's actually a long sleeve. I don't come across long sleeve FootJoy polos too often. What's great about the long sleeve ones is you're talking about an over 100% sell-through rate in the last 90 days because there's not too many. It's like 150% sell-through rate because there's not a lot of long sleeves. So that one actually will probably sell for about an extra $5 too. Probably a lot faster also. The other one is a Nike Golf. I don't pick up a lot of these, but this is a nice looking modern Tour Performance tag on that one. Solid white, no Country Club logo. So these 3 items are going into inventory. So 3 in, and we got 11 going out. So these are all going to go into, let's see here, put them here in C4. Somebody remind me C4, because I'll definitely forget it if you know me. Appreciate everybody being here. I have a feeling we're lagging a little bit here, but how much do you list the FootJoy polos for? One of those FootJoys had a flaw, so I listed it low. It's a small size. It's a small size medium. I listed it for $17. Typically, I'd list that for about $22 plus shipping. The long sleeve I listed for $29 plus shipping. It's not flawed. Person bought 4 Nike Golf from me yesterday. I love that. Love that. Okay. So my little cheat sheet here is, so on the back of my thank you cards, I write everything that's sold, like each item, what bin I can find that in. So there you go, A1, and then like which platform. So this one's on Poshmark. That's what that little P is for. So that's on the back of all these thank you cards. So we'll start pulling these orders. We'll start with that first one I showed you. This item was in inventory forever. Thank you, Tiffany, for finally buying this from me. It's a Cole Haan pair of shoes. That's an A1. I haven't been selling a lot of shoes lately because I haven't been buying a lot of shoes lately, but got 2 shoe sales in the past week. These, I'm pretty sure I had for over 2 years. I don't have many shoe bins left. I used to have so many shoes in inventory. Just don't find them anymore. Not at the thrift stores. I used to find shoes like crazy, especially back in my Denver days. So this is what sold. It's kind of hard to see here. There we are. 10 sales this weekend for Nick. Love to hear that. Lots of bread and butter. So there we are. I got some good sales in here. I got some bread and butter, but I also have some nice stuff. So I think these sold for $32. I'm actually surprised I still had those still priced that high because I've been sitting on them forever. Pair of Cole Haans, size 7.5. I picked those up for $4 at a thrift store over 2 years ago. So whatever, we made a little bit of money. So first item out the door, we got 10 more to pick here. Next up is a women's Nike Golf shirt. This is brand new with tags. This is in BR4. So there we are. That's that number BR4. I enter that number into the custom SKU field on eBay, also on Vendu. So when I cross-list that item on Poshmark, it'll still have that custom SKU BR4. So I know right where that item is when it sells. This I didn't have long. This is probably listed for a week, maybe 10 days. So Nike Golf, you can see brand new with tags. It's nothing fancy, just a plain women's golf polo size XL. Listed it for $23 plus shipping, so it would have been $29 all in, and got an offer for $20 plus 6 shipping, so $26 all in, and that was on eBay sale there. I'm going to see if anything else is in BR4 before I put that back. No. No, okay. Hope everyone's having a good day. Appreciate you spending some of your Monday here with me. If you do miss some of this live, that's okay. I'm going to put this one on YouTube later on. All right, so that's out the door. I paid $5 for that at a thrift store. Next up is a Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm surprised this took so long to sell. It's S2. So we talked about that FootJoy golf polo. because it was a long sleeve, makes the sell-through rate way, way higher just because there's not much supply of those listed. The same could be said for these long sleeve polo shirts for Polo Ralph Lauren, although not to the same degree. But there is a lower supply of these listed online. But the reason I picked this one up is you'll definitely see this, is that big size there, 4 extra big. So the sell-through rate on those bigger sizes is much, much better than like a smaller size. Risner, appreciate you sharing the live. It's a nice compliment. Sarah, tomorrow's your birthday. Hoping to spend my day sourcing. I like your style. Everyone, let's throw Sarah some birthday love down in the chat. Maybe some emojis, a birthday cake emoji. But either way, let's send some positive energy. Love that. Thank you, Humphrey, for sharing the live. It's a nice compliment. Appreciate you. So that 4XB shirt took a while to sell. When we get back in and I'm armed with my spreadsheet, I can tell you how long. But sold for $29 plus $8.95 shipping. So the buyers all in for $37.95 on that shirt. I paid $4 for it at a thrift store. All right, next up is this Bukachi. This one sold quick, just took a couple weeks. It's an S2. Is that the bin I just had in? Nope, different one. It's an S2. It is the same bin. Silly me. Open up this S2 again. Should be near the top. Here it is. Here's a brand. I don't go run out and pick up everything from this brand. I'm really selective about this brand at this point. It's called Bukachi, but you can see this is a brand new with tags piece, and it's from the Wynn Country Club. It's got a Wynn. I don't know if you can see the embroidery. No, you can. Wynn Golf Club, which is so the Wynn Casino out in Vegas, and they have a golf club there too. Apparently, it's really expensive, like $550 for 18 holes. That item sold on a best offer of $35 plus $5.95 shipping, so buyers all in for $41 on that. I paid $8 at a thrift store. That was actually in Denver. I picked that up. That was at the Goodwill on South Broadway in Denver. I haven't. Let's see. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. Moving and grooving. What's everyone up to today? You working the day job? You hustling? This other item, this one's already inside. This one's already inside, cool. Next up is Dry Joys S3. Whatever you're up to, appreciate that you spend a little bit of time of your day with me this morning. Love to hear what's going on in your business too. Are sales good? Are sales slow? Anything that you're really excited about? Look at all those birthday messages coming in for Sarah. Sarah, hope you have a great birthday tomorrow. Sourcing is what a great way to spend the day. Where would you recommend a teen get experience reselling their clothes? Like what platform? I would guess it would. I would either pick eBay or Poshmark. Totally up to you, Marie. But either one of those platforms. I just focus on one platform instead of complicating it with more than one platform. I say the same thing even if it wasn't a teen, even if it was an adult. I think getting started with your business on one platform, really building it up, really getting to know that platform inside and out before moving on to multiple platforms. Those of you who follow me a lot know that I'm a big fan of Vendoo and cross-list all my stuff onto 5 platforms, but I didn't do that at first. I started with eBay, got to know eBay, and worked from there. That item is a FootJoys Dry Joys. You couldn't see the logo or anything, just the way it's folded. So FootJoys Dry Joys, it's like a golf rain jacket, a short sleeve one. That sort of stuff's going to start popping off. That sold for $37 on Poshmark, buyer pays shipping. I paid $5 at a thrift store for that, so nice little sale there. I think that took about a month to sell maybe. That stuff's really going to pop off right now. Now that we're approaching March, March is in 2 days, can you believe it? You're going to see more of that golf stuff starting to pop off. This is like primo golf season down in the South. Before it gets too hot. This is when people in Florida and Arizona are really doing their golfing. You're welcome. I'm actually retired and thinking this might be a good part-time side hustle for me. Laura, appreciate having you here. Love to, if you have questions, feel free to ask those in the chat. There's a bunch of like crusher resellers, people who do a lot more volume and make a lot more money than I do that are here in the chat too. So if you have questions, if I don't have the answer, probably somebody does. Appreciate all the gifts. Thank you, Lawman Reseller. Love those hot dogs. Thank you. Good morning to you. Working in Liston over there, Global Vintage. Getting my house clean before vacation. Erwin, where are you going on vacation? I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. You got people working their day job, working from home. Do you primarily sell clothing? Yes, about 90% clothing is where I'm at right now. I've kind of been all over the map over the 4+ years I've been doing this, but right now I'm 90% clothing. I love selling clothing. Next up is a pair of Levi's jeans. These sold so freaking fast. I believe this is an international sale going to Canada. These sold on Grailed. These sold within a couple hours of me cross-listing these. So I listed them on eBay on Friday, and then Saturday I sat down and cross-listed a bunch of stuff. This sold within a couple hours of it hitting Grailed. So sold for, I think, full price, $26 plus the buyer's paying shipping to Canada. Those will ship using Pirate Ship's simple export rate. So those sold on Grailed. I paid $6 for those at a thrift. Really, really fast sale on that. There's, I guess, an advantage of selling internationally. That Canada buyer probably didn't have a lot of options for that pair of Levi's, whereas it's a really crowded market here in the US. I'm sure there's not as much available in Canada. Couple more items left to pull. This next one was one of those ones I made a mistake on and I got out of it, and maybe I'll make $1 or $2 out of it. So this is an Abercrombie shirt. I don't pick up a ton of Abercrombie, and I shouldn't have picked up this one. Let me know down in the chat, do you pick up Abercrombie? And if you do, what types of things do you look for in Abercrombie? So this wouldn't have been a terrible buy had it not been stained. It had a bad stain on it, like a really big yellow stain right on the pocket. You can almost, it's so bad you can almost see it through this like bag here. But it's a really high profile spot for a stain to have it like right on the chest pocket right there. It's a big stain. But otherwise it's a size XL muscle fit, kind of a heavy cotton, modernish Abercrombie. It's got the little moose there on it. Do you sleep in the hat? I do not sleep in a hat. AWM, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate it. Joseph's in the house. Only 3 sales this weekend, but they were all $30 plus profit. Not bad. Great weekend, Joseph. Love it. Mom to Nicholas does not pick up Abercrombie. Ashley looks for Abercrombie cargo pants. Felix says no Abercrombie. Do you pick up all Ariat? Yeah, I can't think of an example of an Ariat that I wouldn't pick up. Jeans, pants, boots, shirts, they all sell well for me. I think I'd pick them up in all sizes too. Only pick up heavy coats and jackets from Abercrombie, makes sense. So that Abercrombie shirt sold, I think it was like $7.50 plus shipping on an offer. Again, really bad stain on those. I picked up 2 of those at the same time, similar patterns, same size, same like model shirt, probably donated by the same person. The other one sold pretty quick for like $20 plus shipping, but that one had a really bad flaw, so it sat around. Finally got us an offer. The person actually offered $5 and I had the gall to counter offer. Usually when I get an offer on a pretty bad flaw like that, like a flawed item, I usually just take the offer and move the item, but I counter offered it at $9 and they met me in the middle at $7.50. So hey, whatever, I made an extra. That's probably the profit I made on the item, was actually that $2.50 difference. That's probably my total profit, maybe. Not even be that much. Next up is a pair of LL Bean pants. These were in inventory for a long time. They're wool pants. I don't pick up all LL Bean pants, but I'll pick up the wool ones. Not sure why these ones took a while. Probably at the bottom of the bin. I feel like these are pretty old. Yep, at the very bottom. You probably won't be able to see any tags or anything on this, but you'll have to trust me. These are LL Bean pants, 100% wool. Forget what size they are. Those sold for a best offer, $30 plus shipping, so the buyer's all in for $38.95. I think I paid $5 for those at a thrift store. Let's see. That shirt's already inside. That's inside. Already picked that one. Already picked that one. I think we got everything. So we brought three items out, put those into inventory, into C4. Thanks for the reminder on that. And we're pulling 11 items back inside. Well, a couple of them are already inside, but. All right, we'll pack up our IKEA bag and go back in. Sorry if we had some internet issues. Sorry if we had some internet issues out here. We're pretty far from the router at this point, so sometimes it's a little spotty out here. How do you store your item system? So I put an item, say in this bin. Well, we just put some stuff, actually, I'll show you here. We just put 3 items here in C4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to go into my listings for these items here on the top, those 3. I'm going to put C4 in that custom SKU field on eBay. So when that item sells, I'll know exactly where to find it. Simple, simple. Vendoo also has a custom SKU field. So when I import my listings from eBay to Vendoo, it keeps that custom SKU. And Poshmark has a custom SKU field, so Vendoo will import that into Poshmark. So sun's breaking through a little bit since we went into that garage. It's getting brighter, it's getting a little bit less gloomy. Some of these trees, you probably can't tell, but some of these trees already are like budding a little bit. So you can see some buds on that big, beautiful old tree across the street there. And there's a tree up here. That one right there, it's been budding for a couple weeks already now. It's getting pretty close to leafing out. Leafing out. I don't know how you say that. I don't even know if that's a word. But you'll check for stains better next time. I sure am. That's right. Definitely pay attention to those stains. I don't like messing with them. But what's good is you do come home, you find stains on items. It's okay. You just make sure that when you list those items, I always put in the listing title, I put asterisk flaw or asterisk read, and then in the photos, I put a close-up photo of whatever the flaw is, and I use a pen like this one. That's what I was doing this morning. Use that pen to point out the flaw in the photos, and then I also note it in the description exactly what the flaw is, where the flaw is, so that the person knows. I get very, very few returns on flawed items, and they tend to sell fast because I price them at the bottom of the market. So they get a lot of views because people are searching based on price. So we've had snow all weekend and another storm tonight. Yikes. Laura, remind me, where are you at? Where's all the snow coming? I know a lot of people up north are getting snow. Good morning, Bingo Jules. Sorry I missed the type of Levi's you pick up. Thanks. I pick up like all. So a lot of people ask like which number Levi's do you pick up? I pick up all of them. I don't really discriminate based on those numbers, but to me, the bigger sizes are what I really look for. They sell better. I also do better with gray and black than I do with blue. So those are some things to look for. And I look for cheap prices because Levi's very saturated market on eBay and Poshmark, so I need to be able to get those items cheap enough. Appreciate all the gifts. K-Way is in the house with the gifts. Buried Treasure, Jason is in the house with gifts. Appreciate all those gifts. Super unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Appreciate everybody's comments and questions. If you're not following Buried Treasure here on TikTok, Jason, go ahead and say something down below so people can click on your name and give you a follow. But appreciate, I don't want to stop the barrage of gifts. I do appreciate this. We're getting like around the world gifts. Well, I was from New Hampshire, right on. I was in New Hampshire for 31 years. That's where I grew up. K-Way, thank you for those hot dogs. Appreciate it. Found holes in a Pendleton, might still get 35 to 40 instead of a lot more. I recently sold a Pendleton with a couple holes in it, and I think I got in that price range, somewhere around 30 to 40 bucks. Okay, the book nerds in the house, good morning. What are the exact steps in your process once you source new items so I get the full picture? Sure. First thing I do is I photo those items, then I measure those items. And I enter all the inventory into my reseller spreadsheet. So if you're interested in like having a spreadsheet to get more organized with your business, Jason Hayes, I have his reseller spreadsheet linked up in my profile. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to chris@peak.com where I have my website linked down in the description. And you can check out that reseller spreadsheet. I love it. I've been using it for a while. Well, I've been using it since January 1st. It's the 2023 spreadsheet. Big fan of it, helps me stay organized. So I enter all my inventory into that. Then from there, I list onto eBay, and from there I cross-list onto Vendoo, onto the other 4 platforms that I sell on. Hope that helps. I do lives at different parts of the process too. If you're interested in learning more about photos or measuring, I do lives with those little bits sometimes too. Appreciate it, Scott. Appreciate the compliment. You're a whole vacation. I'm going to Georgia with my husband to visit his family before he deploys. All right, that sounds like a nice trip. Jason is a trip. I agree. Thank you for the follow, T-Wall. You'll get a notification when I go live. Weekday mornings, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. All right, as always, you get to vote on which of the, we sold on 4 different platforms this weekend. So you'll get a chance to vote which of those 4 platforms do you want me to ship first. We have Poshmark, eBay, Grailed, and Mercari. I got my first Mercari sale of February yesterday. Was that yesterday? Saturday, I think that was. First one of the week, of the whole month on Mercari. How about it? So let me know. Vote down below in the chat. eBay, Poshmark, Depop, or Mercari. Not Depop, sorry. Depop isn't one of them. Grailed, not Depop. Depop is the, I don't have Depop, sorry. Jason, you heckler. What is the best auto share bot for Poshmark? That's a great question for the chat. If you use a auto share bot for Poshmark, I haven't used all of them, so I can't say which one's the best. If you use a Posh bot, could you let us know down below in the chat and let us know how much it is per month? So what's the name of the Posh bot that you use and how much does it cost per month? We got some votes rolling in for what we're going to ship out first. We will ship out all the platforms, but you get to vote which one we're going to start with. I got a couple votes for eBay already. Which platforms do you sell the most on? 50% of my sales are on eBay, 27% are on Poshmark. Those are my 2 biggest platforms. Couple votes for eBay, no other votes coming in. Sold 2 pairs of Levi's Signature today. Don't be afraid if they are new and cheap, less than $5. There you go. Global Vintage uses the one-shop bot, spends $45 a month for that. We're going to ship out all these items and we'll go over profits for each items too, like my cost, shipping costs, all that stuff. If you have questions about shipping, let us know here. We'll go through all that. Do you sell on Facebook? I used to sell on Facebook, but then all my sales just on that platform came to a screeching halt. So I took off all my listings from that platform back in October. I know some other people do pretty well with Facebook. I just don't. It became a waste of time. Selling 2 to 3 items a month on there for most of 2022, so I gave up on it. It was great back in 2021. I sold a ton of stuff on there, but trying to find the spreadsheet, can't find it. If you click on the link up in my profile, you'll see reseller spreadsheet, or if you go to chris@peak.com, reseller spreadsheet, hard to miss. Sell on eBay and Posh, want to add Grailed. There you go. Grailed's about 5% of my sales. Can you explain the differences in Grailed versus eBay, Posh, example shipping? Yeah, I mean, we'll go through, I mean, that's a loaded question, Tiff. So we'll go through and we'll ship on those different platforms and that might help. If you have more specific questions, let me know. But yeah, it's kind of like that's like a video in and of itself that you just asked. Thank you for the follow. Designs by Jennifer Ann. Welcome aboard. Thoughts on Mercari? It's been really slow for me. I've been using Mercari for a couple years now, but it's been really, really slow for me. I have 1 sale all month. So it looks like we got a couple of votes for eBay, so we're going to start on eBay. All right, so let's get this loaded up here. So we'll get out the eBay cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's showing 7. I got 6 thank you cards. Okay, I didn't make this one out yet. Oh, I didn't even pull that order yet. That order came in this morning. All right, so we'll do these 6. We'll worry about the other one later. So we got 6 eBay orders going out of 11 total orders. So that's pretty typical, about 50% of sales. So first up is this pair of LL Bean wool pants. Let's see where these are going to. So most pants are going to weigh in at over a pound. And this pair just barely does 1 pound, 1 ounce. So they're a pair of wool pants. And this is going to go to Newberry, Ohio. Typically I ship jeans and pants that are over a pound using a USPS padded priority flat rate envelope. But I'm not going to do that in this case because these are actually, it's only going to be $8.05 if I ship via regular priority. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these 12 by 15 poly bags. Actually, no, I'm not going to use one of those. See if I have any more Tyveks left. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of these USPS Priority Tyvek envelopes. I don't know why I say Tyveks, but Tyvek envelopes. These are free at USPS.com. These are not flat rate, so these are just regular USPS rates. This measures about 15 by 12 is what this measures out to be. And these are going to Perrin. Thank you, Perrin. Appreciate the order. And I'm going to change this view just a little bit. Do you cross-list everything? I do, Fetty. The only things that I haven't been cross-listing on every platform is suits and blazers. I haven't been listing those on Depop. Maybe I should. I think that was just based on an assumption that that platform's a bunch of kids that don't want to buy that sort of stuff, but I think that might be flawed thinking. I don't think that that's actually true, because I sell all sorts of stuff on Depop. All right. So all these eBay orders, we're going to print the labels right through eBay, right from the platform. So this shipping label is USPS Priority. It is not a flat rate, just regular USPS Priority. And it is going from Asheville, North Carolina, all the way up to Ohio, and it'll be $8.05. My printer works so much better when I plug it in. How about it? There it is. All these labels I'm printing off of a thermal label printer from IDPRT. It's called the IDPRT SP410. You'll probably never remember all that. But all my tools that I use, including that printer, are linked up at my website. You can click on my name, or you can go to chris@peak.com. And you can see all my shipping materials, all the tools I use in my business, everything right down to this table that we're shipping on is linked in there. All right, so this first order in the Tyvek envelope is going USPS Priority, going to Perrin in Newberry, Ohio. We'll go ahead and go over the stats for this item. It costs us $8.05 to ship. So let's see here. We're in Jason's reseller spreadsheet. This is how I stay organized with everything and all my numbers. Huge, huge, huge bonus for my business to keep me organized here. All right, so those LL Beans sold. I paid, let's see, $3 for those at a thrift store. That was that was at the Salvation Army in Holiday, Florida. That was my old honey hole. I used to go there once a week. So paid $3. They sold for $30 plus $8.95 shipping. So the buyer's all in for $39. My shipping label was $8.05. After eBay's fees, I'll make $22.58 in profit. That's after my cost of goods, all shipping costs and all fees. Final profit $22.58, which is a little bit above average. My average for 2022 was $19 per profit per item. Definitely love the table. There you go. I sell Echo in South Pole on Depop almost as fast as I list them. There you go. I sold an Echo shirt actually today. We have to go. I didn't make a thank you card out for that one yet, so it had just come in, so I'll go grab that one after. Ever thought about just using the cardboard Vigo flat rate for lighter pants? Yeah, a lot of people do use that. Have I thought about it? Yes. A lot of people do use that cardboard flat rate. I don't use those though. I prefer using either the Tyvek envelope or the padded flat rate envelope, but different ways to do different businesses, which is what's really cool about this whole thing. There's more than one right way to do it. Andrea James, appreciate the follow. Welcome aboard. I hear you use a different cross-platform software than List Perfectly. I use Vendoo. I took a look at List Perfectly and Flip. I use Vendoo. I took a look at List Perfectly and Flip and Vendoo back in, it was June 2021 when I made those decisions, and there was a few advantages that Vendoo had over the others that made me choose it at that time. One of those advantages that still exists is the bulk delist and relist feature, which allows me to keep my items fresh on all 5 platforms by just automatically, I just check off like 10 items I want to delist and relist and hit hit delist and relist on Vendu, and it automatically just does that for me. I can walk away, go get a coffee and whatever. So big fan of Vendu. I do have a link to Vendu if you want to do a free trial. I think you should try Vendu, List Perfectly, and Flip before making a decision. It's an important decision because whatever cross-listing software that you decide to use for your business is going to be kind of woven into the fabric of your business. You're going to use it every day, all the time. Like it's kind of like it's just in there. So you really want to get that decision right. How do you figure out shipping on eBay? You just weigh the item and put the information into eBay, and it tells you how much the shipping is. If you have a more specific question, I'd be happy to help you. I used the regular flat rate when I first started. Yes, that's correct. On eBay, you want to do the delist and sell similar. Flip a Nurse. Oh, it's straight down. Oh, it's a straight down. I missed something from you, Flip a Nurse. Straight Down's a great brand, but I don't know what you're referring to with that. All right, so first item's out the door. We made some profit. Let's move on to our next eBay, which is a Duluth shirt. This actually sold on Thursday. The buyer came in and paid on Saturday over the weekend. So this Duluth shirt, it's a women's, it's kind of like a hiking fishing shirt. There's the logo right there. I don't pick up all Duluth, maybe about 50% of what I come across for Duluth. I pick it up in both men's and women's. The stuff I really look for is the heavier flannel stuff, bigger sizes. Also like these, like this is a polyester like fishing hiking shirt. So, you know, this is kind of on brand for kind of an outdoor brand. People want those like wicking stretch kind of polyester kind of pieces so they can go outside. We always joke like this would be a good Asheville shirt. You can go out on a hike in this little polyester wicking shirt and then go take your Subaru, go right to the brewery and live your best Asheville life in this shirt. Trail to brewery. So this Duluth is going out to Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. This is going to go in a 9x12 poly mailer because it's going to weigh under 1 pound, so it can go USPS first class. This might actually even go at an 8-ounce rate, which is a cheaper rate. Feels like it's going to be really close to 8 ounces. Throw that on the scale there. Oh, so close, 9 ounces. Oh well. Will cost us a few extra pennies. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. I'd love to hear about your sales too. Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun also? I'd love to hear about that. So this shirt sold for $18 plus shipping, so the buyer's all in for, what did I say? It's all in for 24 bucks on this shirt. So this is going to ship at a 12-ounce rate, and it'll be $5.33. It's USPS first class, going from Asheville, North Carolina, all the way to Bellingham, Washington. My friend Adam lives in Bellingham. Maybe he's friends with Margaret here. I know we got some Washington in the house. Nick is from Washington, different part of Washington, Yakima. So $5.33 is the shipping cost on that item. Pretty typical for a shirt that weighs under 1 pound. There we go. All right, so I picked up that shirt for $5 at a thrift store. That was on a live thrift, actually. I picked that up. $5.33. Buyer paid altogether $24.95. My cost of goods is $5. Shipping label cost me $5.33. And after eBay's fees, I'll make a profit of $10.23. So not great profit on that item, but a quick flip that was in my inventory for a grand total of 9 days. It was listed for less than a week, and we made our $10 profit. There we go. Moving on to the next one. We got more eBay action. We'll have some Poshmark after this. We'll have Grailed after this. We'll have Mercari after this. Nike women's. So this is that Nike golf polo. This is brand new with tags. I wouldn't pick this up if it was a used shirt, but brand new with tags. Paid $5 for it. Ended up selling for $20 plus $5.95 shipping. So buyers all in for $26. Again, this is going to ship in a 9x12 poly bag. And this is going out to Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. Appreciate it. Global used to live in Bellingham. We got, who else is TJ's in Middle Washington. There you go. Thank you for the follow, personal best. Appreciate it. Good morning. Tina is in the house. Always good to have you, Tina. Orange Blooded is in the house. Risner with another BOLO. When Risner shares BOLOs, you better listen. Cole Littleton bag, belts, leather boots. Understated, easy to overlook. 300% sell-through rate. High 800s. How's that for a BOLO? Y'all get your pens out. I got my pen. Write down Colonel Littleton bags and belts, leather goods. Great BOLO right there. High sell-through rate. Really big. $800 plus price. That's crazy. This golf polo is going to weigh in at 6 ounces, so it is going to ship at an 8-ounce rate. I like the 8-ounce rate. So this is going from Asheville, North Carolina, and it's going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's going to go at an 8-ounce rate, which in this case is about 65 cents cheaper than the 12-ounce rate. So that's good. We'll put 65 cents in our pocket. So it'll be $4.15 to ship this USPS first class. Good morning from Morganfield, Kentucky. Good morning. Always good to have you, Grumpy Trucker. How do you prevent scammers from buying your items? It has happened to me twice. What platform, Cats? Oh, you're talking about eBay. Head and eBay. You didn't receive package, but tracking said it was delivered. I'm disputing. You'll win that dispute. As long as it's marked as delivered, you will win that dispute. Just put in your tracking information from that order. And that's what eBay will ask you for, is that tracking information. You'll put that in, and they're going to side with you every time on that. It's up to the buyer to create a safe place for that item to arrive. That's not up to you. You can't go to their house and make sure that they have like a Ring doorbell, or like make sure that they're checking their front porch for packages on a regular basis. You can't do that. That's up to the buyer. Your job is to have USPS drop that package there, so you'll win that. Missouri, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, eBay, you gotta get your feedback score up, Cats. So if you have a low feedback score right now, scammers are going to target you, because they're going to assume that maybe you don't recognize whatever scam that they're bringing your way. Keep getting that feedback score up. You can do that one of two ways: keep selling stuff and get good feedback from your customers, or buy stuff on eBay and get feedback from buyers. That helps with or from sellers. That helps with your score also. So just keep on moving. What are your average monthly sales after costs on average? I'll tell you this, it varies widely by month to month, and I don't share those aggregate numbers. Big believer in, like, I don't know, I'll share with you like all the details of my business, but it feels weird talking about salary in mixed company. So I share that stuff with, like, I don't know, maybe my mom, my wife, and a couple close friends, but that's not something I typically talk about. But I make on average $19 per item that I sell. So I think that's sort of more helps you learn. I mean, you can make as much as you want. Just depends on how much time you want to put into this stuff. eBay sales are usually busy for me this Monday. Sorry that I'm dodging that question. It's just one I'm not comfortable answering, so I won't. Mailed a pair of shorts. You can just talk to Pirate Chips customer service. They'll help you out there. They're really awesome. I really love Pirate Chips customer service. Been a slow 5 days into the month slowdown. It happens. It's also February for me. February has been the slowest month. Each of the 5 years that I've been in business, February has been my worst month of the year. Confused on the rate change when it weighed 12 ounces. 12 ounces and 8 ounces are two different rates. So I went to the 8-ounce rate from the 12-ounce rate, and that ended up being 65 cents cheaper. That's all. Different rates, different weights. All right, let's enter our profit into that one. Shipping labels. What was the cost on that last shipping label? That was $4.15. So I picked up that Nike Golf Polo women's, brand new with tags, 17 days ago at a Goodwill. I paid $5 for it. That was actually on a live thrift also. Shipping cost on that was, I just said it, I already forgot it. $4.13, okay. All right, so buyer paid $26 for that, including the shipping. My cost was $5. Shipping cost was $4.13, And after eBay's fees, I made $13 on that item. It was in my inventory for a grand total of 17 days. Quick flip on that. To me, an average speed of sale is somewhere between 60 and 70 days. So a 17-day flip is fast. Paid $25 on a golf club set, sold yesterday for $150. Nice. Buyer picked it up. Even better. Nice profit on that. Pure profit. I shared gross, kept about 1/3 before. There you go. Appreciate you sharing that, Matt. You can make as much as you want to in this business. Just matters how much work you want to put into it. All right, next up is Bukachi, another brand new in tags item. I don't typically pick up Bukachi anymore. It has to be a really unique piece in a big size, but this is brand new with tags. It's got the Win golf club logo right there. Am I showing that? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Probably hard to see, but the Win golf club in Vegas, expensive golf club, brand new with tags. That sold for $35 plus shipping. It's again gonna go in a 9x12 poly mailer. You're kind of getting the idea that most of my shirts actually just go in these. All my shipping supplies I have linked up in my profile. Not all shipping supplies are created equal. You find some good prices on shipping supplies, really cheap ones, but you get them and the adhesives suck. There's holes in them. You know, they're like inconsistent quality or they ship really slow. Everything that I have linked up in my profile are vendors that I've settled on after using bad vendors. So if you want to find a trusted vendor for your shipping supplies, everything I have linked is the stuff that I actually use, and I've used good, bad, and otherwise over the years. So this is going to weigh in at an 8-ounce rate. We like the 8-ounce weight rate. It's cheaper than the 12-ounce rate. We'll go ahead and get this going. This is going to Scott. Thank you for the order, Scott. You're probably not watching, but we'll send you positive vibes anyway. This is going out to Sierra Vista, Arizona. Thank you, Scott. It's going to go at an 8-ounce rate. So the difference between the 8-ounce rate and the 12-ounce rate on this one is going to be about 85 cents on this one. So $4.31 to ship this clear across the country. Asheville, North Carolina to Sierra Vista, Arizona. $4.31. Do the poly bags ever break? I'm worried and I've been doubling them. Costs another few nickels. I don't double them ever. And I've never had anyone complain about them breaking. I also have a clear poly bag inside here too, so it's got double protection. But no, I've never had that issue. I would not recommend double bagging just normal stuff like this. If maybe there was something especially fragile about an item, maybe I'd consider it, but not stuff like this. So $4.31 on that one. This is going to be a good profit item. This will be above average, I think. Let's lock this in. My average being $19. Yep, this one will come in above average. So I paid $8 for this, which is a high cost of goods for a thrift store, but those Goodwills out in Denver are a little bit more pricey, but you can find great stuff. So this sold for $40.45, including shipping on eBay. My cost of goods was $8. The shipping label cost me $4.31. eBay's keeping some fees, which leaves me with a profit of $22.62 after all costs. I don't offer free shipping. I do on Mercari, because that's the only way that I can print shipping labels off platform on Mercari is to offer the free shipping. So $22.62 profit on that one. That's above average for me. So that'll help pull the average up. My average has been a little bit lower this month so far than a typical month. February's slow though. Next up on eBay, got a Poshmark notification. I got a 5-star rating. Sweet. I was hoping it was a sale though. We'll take the 5-star rating. Next up on eBay is this Abercrombie shirt. Let's see if I actually made any profit off this flawed shirt. Abercrombie, I typically don't pick these up, but this you could pick these up and sell them for $18 to $20 plus shipping if they were in good shape. This one has a nasty stain on it. Somehow I missed it. I picked up 2 of these at the same thrift store at the same time. His brother sold pretty quickly. This one with the stain didn't. Ended up accepting an offer of $7.50 plus shipping. So this is going to ship at a 12-ounce rate. It's going in a 9x12 poly mailer like everything else so far. And this order is going out to Tom. Thank you, Tom. Tom is in Plover, Wisconsin. Do we have Wisconsin in the house? Probably cold in Wisconsin today, I would imagine. Have Wisconsin in the house. All right. So this is going to go at a 12-ounce rate. It's going to be $4.88 for this USPS first class shipping label. Again, I'm printing all these labels through eBay because these are eBay sales. If I went into the post office to buy these labels, they'd each be a couple bucks more. Not to mention I'd have to go to the post office and then wait in line and go that whole thing. I can just print them off right here and get better rates. So $4.88 is the shipping on that. Let's see what I made, if anything, off this flawed item. That's the problem with if you buy a lot of like borderline inventory. When it is flawed, it pushes the price way down. Like when you're on like these borderline low price, low sell-through rate items like this Abercrombie. So I paid at the thrift store $4 for that Abercrombie shirt. It sold on eBay for $7.50 plus $5.95 shipping. So the buyer's all in for $13.45. My shipping label is going to cost $4.88 after shipping and fees and cost of goods sold. I made $2.53 on that. So I made a mistake on that buy. I sold it with a flaw anyway. I got my initial cost back and made $2.53. Not great, you know. You don't want to make a habit of that, but if you can make a mistake and still not lose money, that ain't so bad. All right, next up on eBay is this big shirt. Polo Ralph Lauren, these big sizes. This is a polo shirt. It's a long sleeve, so it's got that going for it. A long sleeve is a lower supply item on eBay and Poshmark, so less competition, but also that really big size, that 4XB. The bigger the better with these things. This is just a plain long sleeve polo. Buyer paid $29 plus $8.95 shipping. It is, because it's so big, it is going to weigh in over a pound, so it's going to go USPS priority. Did your eBay listing have shipping cost on the listing? If so, do you predetermine that amount? Yes and yes, John. I saved $20 the other day using a medium flat rate box. Magazines, no media, and too heavy for cubic ? I saved 20. That's awesome. I'm not really sure all the details of what you're sharing there at AWM, but I love the fact that you shared $20 plus. Thought it was going to be a loss. That's great. Appreciate the follow, Mr. Spadro. Welcome aboard. You'll get a notification when I go live. My next live thrift, by the way, is going to be Tuesday at 1 p.m. I'm going to go to the Goodwill I've done a couple live thrifts at, and I got 29 items 2 times ago, and last time I got 28 items. So our goal is going to be to beat that. Let's get 30 items on that live thrift. So if you're not following, you want to see a live thrift, I'll literally, like, from beginning to end show you the whole process live. You can comment, you can ask questions and all that stuff. I think they're good, clean fun. So that'll be Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Don't fear stains. I always make my money back. There you go. Especially if you're not making a habit picking up borderline items. That was a borderline Abercrombie item. So that one sat for a while, and I only got out of it with $2.50 of profit. So not the best thing there, but yes, I agree with you in principle, TJ, or D-Brub. Dubrub. I don't know. Sorry if I said that wrong. Apparently over 20 pound cubics is a no-go. There you go. Didn't know that. How much are you pricing Peter Millar and Travis Matthew polos right now? Depends on the shirt, but you're probably looking at something in the 25 to 30 range plus shipping, but it totally depends on size, the model, country club logo or not. Modern tag versus older tag. Travis Matthew, particularly the brighter colors, the interesting patterns do really well in Travis Matthew. So, but yeah, you're probably in that price range probably. I always say you got to look beyond the brand to say it over. Peter Millar matters with the material. It makes a big difference too. Those Southern Comforts, the polyesters are going to be a lot better than the cotton. So we always say you got to look beyond the brands. All right, this is going to go all the way. It's going to Puerto Rico. Haven't had an order to Puerto Rico in a little while. So this is going from Asheville, North Carolina to Puerto Rico. That is U.S. territory, so this is not international shipping. So I'm just using regular domestic options right here. I'm going to use a USPS priority padded flat rate envelope. It's going to be $8.30. It could be $8.30 if this was going down the road to another house here in Asheville. It'd be $8.30 if it's going to Kansas City, Missouri, and it's also $8.30 if it's going to Puerto Rico in this case. So here it is. This is that padded flat rate envelope. I use this for a lot of jeans and pants, but really anything that's clothing that's over £1. I'm typically putting it in this because of that $8.30 rate. If it was going just from like North Carolina to South Carolina, it'd probably be cheaper to go regular priority, but in this case, it's going to be cheaper to use the padded flat rate envelope. It was going to be $11 and change if I did regular priority. $11.97 for regular priority. Padded flat rate will get it down to $8.30. So it's $3.50 difference right there. So this order is going out to Axel, right? Axel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. I don't get a lot of Puerto Rico orders. I've had a few. I can't remember the last one. It's been a bit. And this will actually still get there like pretty fast too. In my experience, this priority shipping can be just as fast as domestic priority shipping. Okay. And I don't need to weigh it. I don't know why I reflexively put that on the scale, but I did. All right, so $8.30, Asheville to Puerto Rico. What do men's clothes sell better than women's eBay? I mean, that's like asking, like, I don't know, that's like asking to, like, do Toyotas sell better than Hondas? You know, like it totally depends on so many different things, right? So I would say they both sell well on eBay. It just depends on, like, what are you picking up? You know, like, what's the quality of the inventory? What's the season? Do you have the on-season stuff? So I would say spend time like learning the things to look for and all that stuff. And men's or women's can both be equally profitable. It just depends. I'm not trying to dodge that question, but you can make money with either. I just happen to do men's because I know a lot more about men's clothing. I do sell some women's. I shipped 2 women's shirts so far today already. All right, so that's $8.30 on that. Don't be scared of shipping to Puerto Rico. No different than shipping domestically. So $8.30 on that. So I picked up that 4 extra big polo shirt at a thrift store. I paid $4 for it. That was the Salvation Army on Nebraska Avenue in Tampa. I picked that up June 28th of this year. So it took a grand total of 242 days to sell, which is a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. It sold for $27.95, including shipping. My cost was $4 for the cost of goods. $8.30 was the shipping label, and I'll make $20.45 profit on that item. So slightly above average. My average for 2022 is 19 per item. This one's 20.45. Like that, we've got some good profit items going out the door today. So eBay is wrapped up. We're going to move on next to Poshmark. I'm a seller over 10 years, and you are the best job of beginners on here. Your expectations of common brand finds are more realistic. Appreciate that, Dolce. Yeah, and I focus mostly on common finds because where my area, I'm not able to pull as good stuff as I used to pull when I was in Denver or Tampa. Those are 2 bigger metro areas, so I could really get some nicer stuff. And they had really good concentrations of wealth, like wealthy people in Denver and Tampa. So a lot of people and a lot of wealthy people. So I was able to pick up better stuff. Asheville, North Carolina, much smaller metro area and a much smaller concentration of wealth. So I have a hard time finding a lot of that high-end stuff. So I got to do more of like the every woman, every man kind of stuff. So appreciate the compliment there, but I'm just adapting to my market. Some of you might have markets out there where you're in a place like Tampa or Chicago or where you can get this really, really high-end stuff because there's a lot of people and there's a lot of wealthy people. But some of you might be in places that are more like mine, where you have to get more of the everyday stuff because people aren't walking around the streets in Prada as much in Asheville as they are in some of these other places, if you get my vibe. It's confusing when Kway gives price since he includes free shipping. Yeah, I mean, it's just subtract $5 or $6 from his, add $5 or $6 to mine. Mic is static. Can I get a second on that? Sorry if it is static. Maybe I hit it or something. It stopped. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. We're gonna move on to Poshmark now. Moving and grooving. What do we have on Poshmark? 2 sales, just 2 sales on Poshmark. Kind of a slow weekend for Poshmark for me. Not a lot of offers and stuff either. So first up, let's do these shoes. Sold these Cole Haan shoes. These took how many days to sell? 796 days, so over 2 years. I picked these up on December the 21st, 2020 at a Goodwill in Oldsmar, Florida, which is in the Tampa area. Used to go there from time to time. I paid, what did I pay for these? I paid $10 for these shoes. $10 for these shoes. So there we go. Cole Haan women's, I don't even know what you call these things. I call them Grand OS chestnut leather strap booty heel. I have no idea. Let's get us a USPS priority shoebox here. Appreciate everybody being here. Makes my day, makes my morning a little bit more fun. Next live thrift will be Tuesday. If you like those live thrifts, Tuesday 1 p.m. This is a USPS priority. This is not flat rate. This is what's called the shoebox. You can get this free at USPS.com. And what am I going to do with these? I'm going to throw, let's see, I'm going to use a couple little bags here. That's what I'm going to do. So there's a couple different ways I ship shoes. Sometimes I'll put like just some packing paper in between the shoes. This time I'm going to put just a couple of these clear poly bags, these suffocation warning bags. I end up paying about 3 or 4 cents a piece for these, so this will cost me somewhere 6 or 8 cents to put these 2 bags in here. They're leather. We'll keep them from getting, if there's any moisture along the way. It'll also keep them from bumping into each other. Like scuffing each other up kind of thing. And I am going to throw a little bit of packing paper in there. So this is going this is Poshmark, so it's flat rate, anything up to 5 pounds. So I don't have to worry about adding like extra weight in here. I'm just going to use some, this is like just a shopping bag with there's some void fill in there. That just makes it so that shoe's not going to move around a ton. But yeah, Poshmark shipping's great because this is flat rate. Up to 5 pounds, I can use any USPS priority shipping or any USPS priority packaging. All right, so I'm just going to trim this box down a little bit. I could always fill this up with more packing paper, or I can just trim the box down a little bit. Put the thank you card in there. I always say I don't sell a lot of women's stuff, but here we go. 2 shirts today and a pair of shoes out the door. All right, already printed out these Posh labels. Oops, which one's this going to? It's going to clear. So this is going to Tiffany in Houston, Texas. These things took forever to sell, but they're gone. Here we go, just like that. USPS priority shoebox is what we got there. Go over the profit for that item. I paid $10 for those at a thrift store. They sold on Poshmark for a full price of $32. Poshmark kept 20% in fees. That leaves me with $15.60 profit on that item. But gosh, they took over 2 years to sell. So probably won't be picking up a lot of Cole Haan women's shoes anymore. Stay in your lane, Chris. All right, next up is a FootJoy Dry Joys. This is, you are not going to be able to see the logo or anything, but you'll have to trust me that this is a golf rain jacket. It's a short sleeve one, and it's sold on Poshmark for $37. I paid $5 for it at the thrift store. This is going to go into, let's use one of these padded flat rate envelopes. You can use even flat rate packaging for Poshmark orders. Not all the platforms can you do that, but on Poshmark you can use any USPS packaging, including the flat rates, and it goes on that same label. This is going to Claire. Thank you, Claire. Claire is in Nashville, Tennessee, so this isn't going far. Claire, this is going USPS priority 2-day. Claire will see this probably Wednesday. So nice quick shipping. That's another thing I like about Poshmark is the fast shipping. And the flat rate labels, just print out the label. I don't have to weigh this thing, nothing. And I can use USPS priority packaging, which is free. So that saves me a few pennies too. That item, we'll go over the stats for it. FootJoy Dry Joys jacket, paid $5, sold for $37. Poshmark's keeping 20% in fees, which is $7.40. Leaves me with a profit at $24.60. Great profit item there. My average is 19, that's $24.60. We'll take that above average profit. Take that to the bank. Nice carpenter work on that box. There you go. Don't trim the merchandise. Fastest tape gun in the East. Whew. East of the Mississippi, that's right. Better presentation. One in backwards and one forwards and upside down. So the green poly bag is the top of the line. I wouldn't say top of the line, but a good product for the price. Good consistent product from a good vendor. Shoes fit. I hope the shoes fit. There you go. They don't have to fit. They sold on Poshmark, Matt, so you can't return something on Poshmark if it doesn't fit. You can only return something if it's not as described. So those aren't coming back. It's not like eBay. Nice. Let's see here. Can you use large flat rate, same rate on Poshmark? Correct. As long as it weighs in under 5 pounds when it's all said and done. If you go over 5 pounds, you have to pay extra per pound. Your doll goal, question mark? What on the postcards that you're putting on the package? What's on the postcard? It's a thank you card. It's a thank you card. So we're gonna switch over to Grailed now. I got one Grailed sale. This is going out to Cassian, and you can see right here, that's my thank you card. It's got a QR code and it's got my website so people can go and buy more of my stuff if they want to. Good morning, Thrifty Duckies. Hope you're doing well. I'm looking for the cheapest poly bag in town. I would say that you're asking the wrong guy because I've had cheaper ones before and the adhesives suck or they're really thin. They'll be like a 2 mil or instead of like a 2.5 mil. So you want, I think going the cheapest is, I think that is a rookie move to try to find the cheapest. I see not that you're a rookie, but I think that is a rookie move. I see the 49ers in the back you picked up last minute and you're alive. What did the resale value turn out to be? You're going to find out. Just hold on a couple minutes here, actually. You're welcome, Angel. You could put a suit in large flat rate board game box and it's the same rate on Posh. Yes, you could do that. Absolutely. It's a good idea. I put suits in the 1095 box. Plenty big. I want one of those cards. There you go. Don't cheap out on the poly mailers. Exactly, Hackty. Audio is crackling. Sorry. Maybe I was moving around a little bit. Are we good now? Not mailers. I am rookyish. No, you're not. AWM, you know your stuff. My phone froze, but I'm back now. Welcome back, Erilyn. We were missing you. I was like, where's Erilyn? What happened to her? We were all really concerned, but now we're happy you're back. All right, so we'll do this Grailed sale, pair of Levi's. This is an international sale. So everything I sell on Grailed, I ship via pirate ship anyway, but this is going internationally, so we'll definitely use pirate ship simple export rates. So let me log into my Grailed account. Okay, this is going to Cassian. He's in Burnaby, British Columbia. So we'll go, I'm probably saying that wrong. Maybe some of my Canada folks can correct me. Burnaby, British Columbia. So we're going to ship this using Pirate Ship's simple export rate. So easy. If you're not using pirateship.com, consider it. It's a free account and you can ship anywhere in the world for pretty cheap rates here. So this is going to California or to Canada. About 5% of my sales go internationally. Let's see, Burnaby County. Why does it say that? It's just Burnaby. Burnaby. There we go. Copied weird. British Columbia, VSC 164. Okay, cool. All good there. This is gonna go, I can't use USPS packaging for this. I have to use just kind of regular packaging. This will probably take about 2 to 3 weeks to get to this buyer because it has to go through customs and stuff. All right, I do got to fill out a quick customs form. I'll show you how long that takes. It literally takes no time at all. This is sold on Grailed. Which bag am I going to use? I'm still going to use this eBay. This is a 15 by 12 poly mailer. And this is going to Cassian. Thank you, Cassian. Appreciate the order. We love our Canada customers too. All right, so what we're going to do, just like any order or any shipment, is we're going to put in the weight. In this case, it's 1 pound 10 ounces, and the bag is 15 by 12, 1 pound 10 ounces. Okay, now I'm going to fill out the customs form. So all I'm going to put in is men's. So describe what you're shipping. Men's cotton jeans, quantity 1. Total value for these, he paid 26 plus shipping. So I'm putting just the value, not the shipping cost. So 26 bucks. Item weight is 1 pound 10 ounces. And I don't need to put in a harmonization number because this is only going to Canada. I don't have to put in an export or international tax rate because this is only going to Canada. It doesn't require those. So I'm going to get rates on this. So this is basically going out at a 2 pound rate, which is a flat rate to Canada. It'd be $15.49. So anywhere in Canada for a 2 pound rate is going to be $15.49. Going to go ahead and buy that label. Again, this is pirateship.com. Their simple export rate. Don't be scared of international shipping. It's easier than you think. We'll go ahead and print this label. On this label is going to be the customs form too. It's going to fit on the same 4x6 label. I'm not going to show it to you close up, but you can see it's all on this label here. I just don't want to show somebody's shipping information. But the customs label prints on that 4x6 label. Super easy. I don't have to autograph anything. It puts in my signature and a date, like it's just like kind of typed in there. So $15.49. Let's go ahead and copy that tracking number in for the buyer. So let's put that in there. Cool. So that buyer knows that item is on its way. It'll probably take 2 to 3 weeks by the time it gets through customs and all that. So let's put that shipping label, go into our spreadsheet here. $15.49 was that shipping label. So the buyer paid altogether $42, so 26 bucks plus 16 shipping, and the shipping label cost $15.49. So after everything, I paid 6 bucks for those jeans. They sold for 42. They're shipping to Canada, and I'm going to make $14.14 in profit after shipping, fees, all that stuff. Don't be scared of international orders. Good morning, Hip Flippin' Mama. You got power back. That's awesome. Glad to hear you got power back. Jeez, that must have been something, not having power most of the weekend. Do you copy and paste? I do, yep. Not from eBay. eBay, you can link up Pirate Ship to eBay. You can integrate it so it talks to each other, so you don't have to copy and paste. Literally, it will send the address over to Pirate Ship from eBay, and then when you print out the label, Pirate Ship sends back the tracking information. Appreciate Hack D for rallying the troops. Thanks everyone for tapping the screen. Appreciate that. I feel like I know what I'm doing now until I come in here, and there's always more to know and learn. Well, isn't that a good thing? I always think like, surround yourself with people who are maybe like a half step or a step or two ahead of you, right? And continue to learn by surrounding yourself with those people. I think that's a smart thing. And that's what all y'all are. I learned a lot from y'all. So, hi Callie, hope you're doing well. Good morning, Darla, good to have you. All right, so next up, so that was our one Grailed order. We're gonna move on to Mercari. Check this out. Boom. 49ers piece gone. I listed it Friday. I cross-listed it Saturday within 15 minutes of me listing it on Mercari. When I cross-listed it within 15 minutes, it sold on a best offer. $72 free shipping on this item. I typically fold on this table, but we're using it for shipping right now, so I'm going to fold on the floor right here. So 72 bucks. I paid $5 for this at the thrift store. This was on a live thrift on Tuesday. Just going to get this folded up right quick. Not bad. Quick sale. This was in my possession for, I guess I picked it up Tuesday, so you can do the math. So less than a week, and this thing is going to be out the door. Profit coming back in. I like selling on Mercari too because it's like Poshmark. The buyer can't return this item because it doesn't fit, or they decided they just didn't like it, or whatever. They can return it if it's not as described, or if there's flaws that weren't described, or if the size is entered wrong. They can return it that way, but they can't just return it because I don't like it. So on Mercari, I do free shipping on everything because I can get cheaper rates by shipping on pirate ship. So that's what we're going to do here. This is going to be over a pound. This is going to go in a padded flat rate envelope probably. We're going to check where it's going to first. So great sale here. Great flip. There we go. See, and you got the chance to see that whole process on this. You saw me pick it up at the thrift. And now you get to see it out the door in less than a week. Pretty cool. If you missed that live thrift, I have been putting my live thrift recordings up on YouTube. If you're not following me over on YouTube, give me or I guess you don't follow on YouTube, right? It's a subscription. If you're not subscribed over on YouTube, go ahead and click on my name. Click on one of my most recent YouTube live thrifts. Give me a subscription over there. That way you'll get a notification when I do go live, or when I do put those recordings up. By the way, the next live thrift is going to be Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Let's log into Mercari and see where this order is going. It's going to Pasadena, California, so clear across the country, so it's definitely going to go in a padded flat rate envelope. This will be $8.30 anywhere in the country. Even Puerto Rico, as we saw earlier. We had a Puerto Rico order that went in a padded flat rate. So this is going out to, I guess it makes sense, it's going to Pasadena, California, right? It's a 49ers piece going out to Jose. Thank you, Jose. I think you're going to like this piece. Really unique pullover jacket here. All right. So we'll copy this address from Mercari. We'll go back to pirate ship. And we'll copy in this address, or paste in this address, I guess. Okay. And I'm going to select that padded flat rate envelope. It's the same price on eBay as it is on pirate ship, $8.30. Padded flat rate envelope, there it is. Get rates. $8.30, there it is. We'll print that. Do you use List Perfectly? I use Vendoo. I have Vendoo linked up in my profile. I think both are great products. I would consider checking out both List Perfectly and Vendoo. I think they're the two leading products in the market for cross-listing. Give both of them a free trial. I have a link up in my profile or at my website at chris@peak.com, and you can get a free trial. And if you do like it and you choose Vendoo, you'd get 25% off your first month. I've been using Vendoo for 21 months now, and I'm a big fan of Vendoo. All right, so that's out the door. Let's go over the profit on this one. This is a lot of good profit items, $20 plus, but this is going to be the best of the day, or the best of the weekend, I should say. We're going through weekend sales. So I picked this up at a thrift store for $6 on Tuesday. I cross-listed it to Mercari on Saturday, and it sold within 15 minutes for $72 free shipping. The shipping label cost me $8.30. After Mercari's fees, I made a profit of $48.11. That's a nice one. So that one's out the door. $48.11. Not bad at all. So pretty good little day of shipping. There's 11 orders out the door. Hope everyone had fun doing that. I'm going to sign off here in a couple minutes, but I am going to share that same quote we shared at the beginning in case you missed it. No, not everybody was here for the whole marathon. If you did miss some parts of this live, I am going to post the recording up on YouTube. Good way to kind of learn and study some new tips and tricks to shipping. A lot of good shipping stuff in here, right? Because we had a sale to Puerto Rico. We had an international sale to Canada today too. So some good stuff there. Let's get this quote. So this quote is from Motivational Spark, which is a Facebook account that I follow. Always great quotes. I've shared a lot of them with you before, but here's today's. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever does. I love how these quotes just take such a a powerful like idea or notion and put those into just a couple of words. That quote's hitting me today. You're welcome, Angela. Hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone's having a good day, had a good morning. Can you cross-post from Posh to eBay with Vendoo, or do you need to post from eBay first? Two different ways that you can list with Vendoo. You can either list directly through, like you can list right in Vendoo and then have that item go out to each of the platforms, including eBay. Or you can do what I do, is I list on eBay first, and then I import all that stuff into Vendoo, and then Vendoo, you can put it out to Poshmark. I put mine out to Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Grailed too. So two different ways you can do it. It just depends on which workflow you like better. You have a Husky table too, that's awesome. Garage sale season is on in Texas. Go get you some deals, love to hear that. Glad you liked the quote, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody hanging out for a little bit this morning. Makes my day a little bit more fun. We had 11 sales go out the door. Reminder, the next live thrift is gonna be here on TikTok at 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Tuesday, so check that out. You can also check out live recordings of my last couple live thrifts. They're over on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, why not go give me a sub over there? I'd love to have you over on YouTube as well. You rock, Dubrub. Appreciate everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. We'll do 9:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Tuesday, and then we'll do that live later on. So 2 lives, a 2-pack for you on Tuesday. Peace, everyone.